Ron DeWolf. Two of the people we were involved with in the late 50s in England were Errol Flynn and a man who was high up in the Labour Party at the time. My father and Errol Flynn were very similar. They were only interested in money, sex, booze, and drugs. At that time, in the late 50s, Flynn was pretty much of a burned out hulk. But he was involved in smuggling deals with my father, gold from the Mediterranean, and some drugs, mostly cocaine. They were both just a little larger than life. I had to admire my father from one standpoint. As I've said, he was a down-and-out, broke science fiction writer, and then he writes one book of science fiction and convinces the world it's true. He sells it to millions of people and gets billions of dollars and everyone thinks he's some sort of deity. He was really bigger than life. Flynn was like that, too. You could say many negative things about the two of them, but they did as they pleased and lived as they pleased. It was always fun to sit there at dinner and listen to these two guys rap. Wild people. Errol Flynn was like my father also in that he would do anything for money. He would take anything to bed, boys, girls, 50-year-old women, 10-year-old boys. Flynn and my father had insatiable appetites. Tons of mistresses.
Young boys, boys from 3 to 5. In other words, which would you most like to help? Boys from 3 to 5, boys from 5 to 8, boys from 8 to 12, boys from 17 up to 17, boys to 21, young men 21 to 30. Little boys, they're the stuff. They're the stuff. And by the way, anybody who has sexual relationships with a little boy ought to be killed. The idea. Horrible. Why, that's the most disgusting thought he's ever heard. The idea. What, sexual relationships with a little boy? Oh, no. Except in the dead, you find him taking a little boy and driving the little boy up to sexual enthusiasm. Up, 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 and the little boy just can't give anymore. Little boy, Little boys, the idea of sexual relationships with a little boy, how disgusting. Little boy, sexual relationships, very early. What? Sexual relationship with a little boy? Oh, no.